Listen up, Shakers. Here at the Handshaking video series, we're all about creating strong and supportive communities for entrepreneurs. A rising tide lifts all boats, so let's all win here. Here's the best advice for free. So let's move on to mentors. We want to know how mentors have played a role in your career. So launching a business at 16, who was your first mentor? Who gave you the first help?
So I'd have to give it to Mike Popovich, who was my first boss over at Scientific Technologies Corporation, which was a software company for public health that I started at. You know, he was there for me. He trusted me. Started working with him in 6th grade. That was a sweatshop. He ran a company, 150 employees. I was in the cubicles. I looked like a 6th grader. I was a kid, you know, and 7th grade summer, 8th grade summer, I interned at the marketing department in his, so he was the first one. He's amazing.
And now do you still chat with him today?
Oh yeah, he came to my wedding in March.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's great.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you very much.
And so he was your first. How did that evolve in the last 9 years of running your own company?
Well, you know, it sort of, he's always been there for me, and just meeting other people, you know, even mentors some of my clients, right? Developed into sort of a little bit of a mentorship, and same, you know, I'm trying to be the source for digital for them, and they're trying to be the source for hospitality for me and helping me, and obviously Scott played a huge role. So just going out there and trying to find as many possible people that'll.
Okay, cool. And so how many mentors do you see on a regular basis today?
I mean, as far as like seeing an actual mentor, I see Scott a couple times a year. As far as everyone else, it's you know, it's every once in a while I'll, you know, have a coffee, have a lunch, have a beer. But I'm constantly, every month I'm meeting with people, and I'm mentoring people too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, very cool.
I was at DU, I was very involved in the entrepreneurship program, and so I was networking with the dean of the business school, or the associate dean, Dan Connolly. Dan Connolly was working with Scott, because Scott was consulting for University of Denver through sort of a brand transition. And he's like, hey, I've got this student you should meet, you know, working in advertising, really driven, haven't met too many people like this guy. And so he introduced me to Scott. And I think Scott initially probably thought, who was this guy? You know, then we started to get to know each other, and I was really thankful that he decided to spend time with me and help me and foster and kind of mold me as to who I am today. So.
Yeah.